Hello my besties, how are you? Welcome to my DIY channel where we do DIY projects on the budget. In today's video, I'm bringing to you a beaded hanger wreath. We're gonna make one in 15 minutes. Anybody can do this. Even if you never made a wreath before, this is a video for you. You're gonna love the results. So easy. I'll give you step-by-step instructions. All you have to do is press thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and that way you become my bestie. Let's get started. I have a bonus DIY for you today. At the end of the video, I'll show you how I made this adorable teacup arrangement out of leftover flowers. So this is a Dollar Tree wreath form. You can get the flowers there too, although I want to add poppies, and these are just a little bit more at Michael's, much better quality. To compare, look at the Dollar Tree poppies, so cheap looking, although you can mix. Growing up in Poland, I loved seeing the summer meadows filled with red poppies, blue cornflowers, little ladybugs. I'm not trying to recreate one exactly, but I want to capture that feeling. So these are the flowers I'm gonna use today. I think the ladybug ribbon will be perfect here, as well as some jute for a natural element. Question: if you were to capture a childhood memory in a wreath, what would that be? Comment, let me know. And see how simple this technique is. You get 2 bushels of your favorite flowers, bend them like this, use those little zip ties from the Dollar Tree, and just tie these together in 2 points. Okay, trim, and let's make a bow. Look how cute. This ribbon comes from Hobby Lobby, where the sewing department is. We are going to make a simple 2-loop bow, 12 inches, and when you pinch and fold in half, that's a 6-inch loop. Tie through the center with the pipe cleaner. Yeah, this is a perfect size to go over there in between our flowers. Let's just cut the ends. And now we are going to tie a second bow on top. Yeah, it's cute. It's gonna give us some nice texture here. Same bow like we already did, just slightly smaller, 11 inches. That's a 5.5-inch loop. And we are going to tie that on top of the first one. We don't have to cut the ends here, just maybe fold them under if they're uneven. Okay, we are going to take that pipe cleaner to the back, and we are going to use it to attach our bow to the wreath. Simply tie the pipe cleaner to the flower stems, twist tie it, and now thread that pipe cleaner to that wire loop there. And just wind up the ends in between the beads. And now you can fluff and adjust your flowers as you wish. And now we are going to use our zip ties. I like the black ones because they're not going to show at all. And we are going to tie just one flower on each side. This is the best trick, my besties. You can be sure that your flower arrangement will stay on there nicely and it will not flip to the front or back, whatever it tends to do with the beaded arrangement. Just take a look. So nice and stable. It's pretty already like it is, but you can also build on it and add additional flowers. Don't you hate when this happens? I don't even know where I lost the third flower. Such a small bushel, I need every flower here, but we're gonna make it work. The Dollar Tree Baby's Breath is not bad. I just toss out those cheap leaves. And we also need some wheat, as it commonly grows together back in Poland. Okay, we need to sprinkle this around a little bit here, a little bit there. I have my hot glue pad right there on the side. I'm just dipping the stems and inserting it around the ribbon. It will stick there. Okay, and now we will insert a few wheat stems there. I would appreciate if you could like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Commenting and sharing my videos helps YouTube to notice me a little bit more, so I appreciate your help there, my besties. Okay, we need one on this side. Let me just bend it. And now we will sprinkle baby's breath everywhere. Sometimes you might have to hold your stem over there for a minute until the glue hardens. My intention is not to pack this wreath full of flowers. I want each stem to have room to breathe, just like in nature. I still feel like we need a focal point there. And luckily, I found this one large poppy left from this bush from Walmart. And let's just see. I like it. It really is needed there, right? Sometimes I wonder, why did I leave one flower and didn't use it up? I guess for moments like this. Do we want it directly looking at us like this? Or maybe deeper sideways? I think I like it like that. Or midway. Yeah. Definitely want to use it though. Oh my gosh, it's perfect, right? And those leftover leaves is just what we needed. Oh my gosh, yes, green was so needed here. And those cheap Dollar Tree poppies, we can stick them in the bag there at the bottom, just enough for the red to peek through. And of course, the design wouldn't be complete without a little ladybug cherry on top. Let me tell you, my besties, this wreath takes me right back to my childhood. A simple joy of playing out in the field, flowers, a little ladybug crawling, or a bee buzzing. I just love it. I would love to hear your memories, my besties. We actually have some leftover poppies, and we can create an adorable teacup arrangement. I'm sure you have a nice teacup you can use, or maybe a chipped one that you cannot drink out of anymore. It would make a perfect vessel for your flowers. You want to do it? 5-minute DIY. We're going to start off by cutting a foam block at an angle, just as a teacup shape, so it fits perfectly there. Next, we are going to cut apart some flowers. And look at this. This greenery comes with little red flowers. How do you like it? Or we could use the white ones. Oh, I like how they're pop. I'm going to use the white ones. So cut your flowers to pieces. Next, we are going to glue some Spanish moss. And for now, I'm just gluing around the edges to fill in. I don't want to cover the whole thing because sometimes that makes it harder for your stems to go in. So I'm going to leave some more for the end to fill in as needed. So I thought I was going to start off with the greenery as usual, but you know what? I realized this is a little bit different arrangement. I want my poppies to breathe here, so I want to spread them around the pot first and then fill in with the greenery in between. I want to make it look like they're growing naturally. You see those stems? They're actually wavy. I love that. It's so pretty, that really imitating the nature. And the last one in the front, that's gonna be shorter. So let's see this. Oh, I love it already. Let's just fill in with the green in between. And I don't want it to take away from the flowers in any way. That's why I am cutting these stems even shorter. And I love how these poppies are like a little bit oversized for this teacup. I think that's what makes it adorable. Notice how I left space between the blooms. I wanted those graceful stems to have room to dance, just like they do in nature. We are almost done here. You see how easy this was, my bestie? I hope you're gonna make one. I mean, it just makes me so happy, but imagine giving it to somebody as a gift. Your mom, your sister, your bestie, a hostess gift. Oh my gosh, just takes a little bit of effort. Anybody can do it, and it will be sure to make somebody's day. And now a final step. We are just going back in with some moss. Make sure to cover up the foam, and we are done. I hope you're enjoying this video, my dear. Please make sure you give me some teacup emojis. If any of this moss is sticking out too much, just grab your scissors and cut along the edge. You know we cannot end this without a little cherry on top, right? Let's just add a little ladybug crawling over there on the side. Why not? Under a leaf. Oh, how precious. This is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, my besties. Take care. Bye-bye.